Hi, Misha here, and thought it was time to bring out the German Walther, or if you really want to be pedantic, Walther PDP. We covered this about a year ago, but with recent news, with the German Bundeswehr Special Forces adopting not one but two versions of this, the full size and the compact, as the P14, it seemed as good as time as any, because I've been wanting to try it out. After we tried it out the first time, I put in the factory 5-inch threaded barrel, half by 28, along with the reinforced, the heavy-duty recoil spring, really intended for suppressor use. And I also installed a small red dot. Seemed like a good time, and I brought out my trusty old Glock 34 as kind of a control in case we run into any issues. So let's try that out with this, talk about the German adoption, and as we've kind of been doing throughout several videos, try it with some of the Phoenix ammunition that was donated, the manufacturer stuff up there. For Americans by Americans, and we have some other ammo we'll try too. So with no further ado, PDP test. So as we get into this more, if you could, please do like, share, and subscribe. Check out on Patreon. You know the drill. You know I also have to say it. This is the so-called LE version of the PDP, and they have several. It was originally a 4.5-inch barrel with the medium length slide and the 4-notch there. It is the full-size grip with the factory 18-round mag. The compact frame is actually the same size as your P99 and PPQ, so it takes the same 15-round mags. Kind of an interesting standard there. And these can be had either one, full-size or compact frame, 4-inch, 4.5, or even a 5-inch barrel. In fact, there is an interesting version in the LE line that is a compact frame with a 5-inch barrel. And of course you can get it with or without night sights. This one did come with night sights. Front and rear serrations, which are actually quite nice because of the optic. You want to probably use this one. You can still use the rear, but more convenient. And you have the reversible release. You do have the ambidextrous slide stop. In a lot of ways, it's a very standard modern striker fired gun. PDP again. Had a little hang up there. Looks like a small stovepipe. I did have the mag loaded to the full. Alright, let's finish off that mag. Okay, that was it. Let's try another mag. Got a battery? Yeah. Another, well, no, it didn't hold open, but that was the last round. This does have the extra power recoil spring in it. When I picked up this barrel, it came with it. So I bet if I had the standard spring in it, it'd be fine. It's kind of right on that edge. This is 115 grain, and this was actually meant for 124. So there you go. And it's a brand new spring, and these mags have not seen a lot of rounds either. So sometimes springs just need a break-in period. Yeah, that spring is definitely, and I noticed it when I put it in from the original, noticeably stiffer. Now it should break in along with the springs and the mags. They've been used once or twice before. This is brand new today. But as I said, we brought out the Glock 34 as kind of a control, so let's take advantage of that. Let's try that Phoenix ammo out of the Glock. Yep, held open. I should do another video on the Glock 34. I do still enjoy shooting it, even today. Here's the case the PDP comes in, and I like it. It's the right size. It's large enough to hold everything it needs to, but some pistol cases, I think, in an attempt to look over much, a little extra, just are big for no reason. But let's look what the PDP LE comes with. We have 3, not 2 magazines, one in the gun, nut. These are the full-size 18 round with standard base plate. We have the other 2 back straps here, mag loading tool, a couple of other tools. Here, up here, there's a little spot I keep the original 4.5-inch barrel in. Here's the original recoil spring. I like that it has a cutout for a sight up here, because this was designed from the get-go for a red dot. That's just kind of a thing. And I like that the cases are long enough for the barrel to stick out with the threads. And if you had an extended base plate, it looks like there's enough room for it there as well. Like I said, everything's in here that you need, but there's not a lot of wasted space. There's a couple of small pockets, which I guess might be good for batteries. And then, of course, up top, there's space for whatever you might put up there. All that. Let's try that max ammo. I thought I had some 124 grain, but I just ran some other 115. We've used this stuff in quite a few things before. Held open. The new P14, P14K, they are similar to this, but customized, specialized for the Bundeswehr. They will have flat, dark earth coloration. They have the flared magwell. Walther has had this on other guns like the competition models. It seems like the P14 has a 4.5-inch barrel, and the P14K has a 4. The P14 has the full-size grip, so it should be 18. Plus, we are at least being told right now they have extended base plates, which probably pushes the capacity up to 20. The P14K has the compact grip, so PPQ size, and it has the extended base plate, which should push the capacity up to 17. And they may have different sights. There's supposed to be suppressor height sights. These are taller, so I don't know if they're even taller than these or no. And I don't know if both versions are going to have a threaded barrel or just the P14. One site says it's just the P14 and the K doesn't. Another website said that the K had the threaded barrel and the P14 doesn't. So I think, and of course this is early days, this is early concepts. I mean, Walther just won the tender this summer. The trials have been going on for a year for the Bundeswehr's Special Forces, both the Army, the KSK, their commandos, and the Navy, the Marines, essentially the KSM. And some have reported that the K models are going to them, with the military police, at least some elements of it, getting the full-size P14. I don't know. Things could change. It is stated by Walther that the tender is to last 7 years, so they're going to purchase them over a period of time, and it could be about 3,200 of the full-size and 3,300 of the compact. That number could be less, could be more. Again, early days, but the basic system is the same, just a few added features, and Walther has always been really up for customizing this gun, so I'm in no way shocked or surprised. But no major mechanical differences from what we have here. And one more mag of the max through the PDP. Held open. Let's go back to the Phoenix ammo. Okay, after shooting the Max, this definitely has a little bit less felt recoil, so I'm going to say it's a little lighter loaded. But it did successfully hold open, so I think it's a bit of a combination of a brand new heavy spring, relatively new mags, and slightly light loaded ammo. On the other hand, if you give me a choice between slightly light and hot, I'll take light all day long just because it saves wear and tear on your gun. The PDP really does inherit the nice trigger of the PPQ. Very crisp break. Very nice reset. Not a lot. Not sure I'd have it as my carry gun personally or whatnot, but as a target gun or even maybe a duty gun, you do of course have the trigger dingus. No manual safety. Again, it's a very standard gun, but that's not a bad thing. And of course, it does have interchangeable back straps. It even has a bar for a lanyard to click on if you need to. But I'm definitely glad I brought it back out. With that, let's keep on shooting it. And let's put one more mag out here with the PDP. Why not? She held open. All right, well, we had a couple of small hiccups there at the beginning. Didn't have any issues with the max ammo, even though it was also 115 grain. And as I pointed out, it did feel a little bit warmer than the Phoenix. But even at the end there, we didn't... I think it's a break-in thing. I think the Phoenix is a little light-loaded, just a little bit, right on the edge, because we saw that one time where the slide did not hold back, but it cycled fine. But I think it's also just giving that spring a break-in period. To be fair, when I purchased my Glock 34 brand new 20 some odd years ago, it actually failed a couple of times on its first range trip as well. I'll give any new gun or any new spring a chance. 50 rounds, 100. After that, you might be having a problem. I didn't actually break out the original lighter spring. I thought about it if it persisted in issues, but it didn't. But I do have it in there if we need to. But no, it's a nice, comfortable gun. The grip fits my hand very well. I like the trigger. Like any modern gun, you've got a red dot. This one just came on a used gun, actually another Walther. Came in the store, and so I plopped it on here. If you buy one of these, you call up Walther, tell them which red dot you've got, and they will send you the appropriate plate adapter straight from the factory. So that's one way to do it. Of course, I can't really tell you how the red dot worked out. Wonder why. But it did stay on, no problems there. And I don't know why I didn't bring my suppressor out. I guess we can do that for another video. Even though I brought the threaded barrel, I know it's silly, but what do you do? But do you own a PDP? If so, which version? Because they definitely are giving quite a few options to the market. Even a different version for what they consider slim hands or females or whatever. And what do you think about the German Bundeswehr, the German military, going to this? Right now it's just kind of special operations, special forces. But, you know, they did purchase over 6,500. That's a big number of pistols for a military today. I'm wondering if it does well with those folks, if they might not go further. We'll have to see. I think they made a good choice because of how adaptable it is and the fact that they bought both the full-size and the compact. It'll be really interesting to see how actual field use treats this gun. Police departments have already went to this, even though it's only been out 2 or 3 years. So I'm really happy that Walther has seemingly got a good hit on their hands here, but you know, time will tell if it's kind of a short-lived thing or kind of gets their name back on the map. But yeah, love to discuss in the comments below what you think. As always, if you could, like, share, subscribe. And if you'd like to see other Walther videos, check out the playlist. Just search Walther on the channel and you'll see lots of videos. In fact, we've been doing these since the very, very beginning of things back in 2012, 2013. Appreciate you tuning in today. Hope everyone's having a good week as we kind of round out October. This is Misha, and we'll catch you very soon next time.